Okay, the Meta Quest 3 update is finally here for, well, everyone? Question mark. I'd say question mark because it's v2.6 and they have staggered rollouts. So it's not always going to be for everyone like instantly day one. Okay. Now, when we visited, or rather in the last video I made talking about this, I had version 2.6 through the public test channel. So, for those of you guys that don't know, that usually had like some beta type stuff. It's not the final version of the thing by any means, but now they are rolling out to everyone version 2.6 slowly but surely. Now it's going to be pushed to the Quest 3, 3S, MetaQuest Pro, and even the MetaQuest 2 headsets are going to get this update. Basically, as you can see, it's the same we got in the PTC, but now it's official, and my version actually updated when I actually got on my headset. It said there was an update available. So, yeah, it's officially rolling out for everyone, which I think is cool. Now, the Navigator system is still a thing, whether you love it or hate it. It is definitely here to stay. Now, A, feel free to let me know what you guys think of the Navigator as a whole, and B, feel free to use code TECH at checkout in the MetaQuest store for MetaQuest games. You will get 10% off. It supports me and the channel. Feel free to check it out. And I do want to see if we still have this feature. And the window stays right in front too. It isn't even pinned. It's just staying. I don't know. I really like doing this. I'm not using a controller or anything. These are just my hands, actually. Let me see something real quick. Okay, so that's a little bit finicky still, but for the most part, it seems fine. Yeah, for the most part, I do like the whole, literally, yeah. Or if I want to do it with this hand instead, I just swipe here and go here. Okay, that is a cool feature. I'll be honest, I probably could play around with that feature all day long. Now, as far as avatars are concerned, I know that some of you guys are not a big fan of them removing avatars, which I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about it. On one hand, they did kind of rubber band, and these do seem like it's a lot more cohesive, less actual clipping and stuff. Now, if you try real hard, you can get clipping, of course, but I feel like a lot less so. Let's go into settings, though, and see if there's any new settings, okay? Because I might see what works, not necessarily what doesn't work per se. Okay, so there doesn't seem like any new settings per se. Okay, positional time warp. Reduce, okay. Caused by frame drops, enhancing by traditional movements. Okay. But these were all features we had already. It doesn't look like there's any actual new features with that, which I guess is okay. Now, there is one thing I do want to test to see if they fixed it or not. No, they didn't. They used to be, they were going to try to do a light and dark theme thing where, you could switch from light and dark without having to reset. But it looks like they were not able to figure that out. But at least you should be able to at least enable this without stuff. I'll be honest, I kind of like the more warm, but it's not, because it gives kind of this ambience feel, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I'm also going to turn that off just because, keep it how it was and all that jazz. And then if we go to the camera, the casting indicator, I have the casting indicator turned on because I'm a content creator, so I record stuff. And, I like to actually know that it's recording. So that's why I have that turned on there. And yeah, and of course, you guys should now see that is new. Usually it doesn't just by default open the thing I had open when I close the window. Like, for example, if we go to the browser, usually if I close the browser, it doesn't automatically go back to this. Usually it actually just has me do this again. So it's going to take time to get used to, but I'll be honest, I don't really hate it. Yeah, I don't really hate it. Now, I'll be honest, I do wish they would figure this feature out more because, so I can just use controllers, but sometimes, more often than not, I like to go completely controller free, just using my hands and whatnot. I even actually have some games that support that, like Jolly Match supports that. Again, feel free to use code TAC if you want to check it out. Toy Monsters supports that. Toy Monsters is basically like a type of Plants vs. Zombies type thing. And I'm trying to think what other game I have supports it. There is another game. It's this game. Yeah, no. Not what it is this game, but it's not this version of this game. See, because there is another version. The other version is, hold on, I'll find it, guys. I swear I'm not purposely trying to make this video longer. Here we go. This version of the game. Right here, the first hand tracking ARPG. Okay, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You can actually use, magic and stuff through hand movements and what have you. But I digress. This is basically going over the updates, what we got. We didn't get too many features, but I'll be honest, I'm happy that we're getting a bit more of a stable experience. Like I said, it really kind of does suck that we don't have avatars anymore. Not really, but I will be honest, being able to do something like this is pretty cool, right? We can look at that, and then we can go back here. We can even go up there if we want, right? And then sit here. Yeah. Sit here and watch a TV. A TV? There's a TV here? No one told me there was a TV here, and it's anchored here. Did I anchor it here? Or was this already anchored here by default? Because I'll be honest, that does seem very cool. I don't know, there's nothing on the TV, but it seems very atmospheric. Is there any way to put something on this TV? That would be awesome. But I digress. Okay, well, there we go with that. I'm going to end it off here. I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.